Okay, I think I should be back. I mean, this is like, okay, now it's back. Wow, what a train wreck. Okay, I'm back. What a freaking train wreck. I mean, it's my Twitch that's like getting a million notifications, so it should be back now. Apparently, Bigfoot is not okay. Apparently, Bigfoot not okay. Don't do Bigfoot on Twitch. Hopefully, it should be back now, though. But yes, Bigfoot, don't do it on YouTube. Mine wasn't technical difficulties. Mine was getting blocked. And like, part of it is that I don't have the, like, I don't have the actual channel permit. Like, it's like I'm streaming this in like a backwards way because Nathan's the one who has all the, Nathan's the one who has the perms. So I'm like doing this in like a backwards way. So part of it is it's because he has the things. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. I mean, I feel like we're gonna lose whatever yeah, it's because it was like copyrighted material or whatever, so hopefully there wasn't like any sort of like thing with that, but I've seen that before. Nathan got the same thing when he was watching Unsolved Mysteries. YouTube apparently is like very strict about it. But Nathan's gotten the same things when he's watched Unsolved Mysteries. He's gotten policy violations from that, so yeah, I guess YouTube is like pretty crappy about that stuff. But okay, I guess we're back. There's probably not a lot of people here, but now we're back. What do I do? Can we get to the 222 member goal? Okay. Yeah, I guess I can't don't watch thing. It's kind of just like, so I will say I will say part of this show is like responding to clips and whatever. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna get to 222 members, so it looks like this will be it. My final show on Odd Boys. It looks like this will be it. It's all over. Nathan's firing me. It looks like this is the end. It's all over. Okay, let's pop that out. Les, thank you for the membership. Les, my hero. Les, thank you very much. Let me update this. That means I'm only 65 or 66 away. We're clawing our way. Please don't let Nathan fire me. Please don't let Nathan fire me. Thanks, Les. Very much appreciated. Each membership is one more chance of Nathan not firing me. I appreciate it. All right, I guess I'm going to play some Silent Hill since apparently we can't respond to things. We can't watch clips. That is weird though, right? Wait, what? Also live on, what is this? Oh, I'm like reading the, yeah, you're okay, reading the thing. Yeah. If you want to pin that, if you can pin that, Nick, you should be able to, if you want to pin it. I was like, I just saw the thing. We'll try to get some more people over here. Well, apparently you can't, here, I'll even put a super chat goal in. Can we get a super chat goal before, here, we'll do Nathan won't fire me. I'll do a super chat goal. We need Nathan to be happy. We need Hollywood Nathan. We need Hollywood Nathan to be happy. Okay, I'm gonna play some Silent Hill because that's not gonna get in trouble. I should have just done that in the first place. Can't watch old Bigfoot. They won't let you. Old Bigfoot is banned. Don't watch old Bigfoot videos. Apparently that's illegal. Hey, it's a crazy members drive, right? That's what it's all about. Oh. I realized I can't see the YouTube chat. Let me pull that back up. Nick, thank you for that $2 super chat. Nick said, Bigfoot gives the big bonks. The alerts are set up through Nathan, so they won't play. But just imagine that I'm the alert, and it's like boom, 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 boom. $2 from Nikki G. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, Bigfoot.
What's going on, man? Whoa! Oh my god.
Ah! The weirdest eating technique.
Blurps.
So I have discovered that Macaroni doesn't like typing. He's really angry right now. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
A 1 in a million chance. Sharing food with cousins.
What? Just sneezed on his head. Oh my god.
First encounter with the new kitten.
Amather, you're a hero.
Giving up too early.
Uh-oh. Yep. The last cat was good. Thank you very much, Amather. Thank you. Yeah, I don't... Piper, I was talking to Nathan about this, and we were like, can we just, like, not show anything? Because we're going to get spanked on YouTube. It kind of, like, does make the show... To what Nathan was saying, it does make the show as, like, a live show harder. Basically every Odd Boys we've ever done, we haven't been able to monetize it because we just keep getting hit with like this is a copyrighted thing. This is a because it's all automated now. It's every single thing we do is automated, and YouTube is awful for monetization stuff and copyright. This is part of why I think we should do the show on Twitch. And I know that the YouTube audience, the people that really like YouTube, don't want us to go to Twitch, but Twitch is a lot more free. And you can like actually respond to things on Twitch, and you can actually like watch something and like edit it and like cut it up and like react to a clip.
Here are 5 guitar techniques you should never use because they sound way too cool and they might melt off some faces. First of all, with pick tapping, you want to make sure to never do that in Octave because it sounds way too much like a really cool video game effect. One of the worst offenders, volume knob fades. Especially don't do that with intervals or you will end up sounding like a beautiful string section.
What?
Tapping mixed with open string hammer-on and pull-off lines. Especially never include any double tapping with that because it's
I don't play guitar, but this is fascinating.
Up next, obviously, pick slides. Because you definitely want to avoid being the coolest person in the room. And lastly, do not subscribe to this YouTube channel because I'm giving away this personally signed Ibanez guitar to a subscriber on November 27th.
Subscribe.
So if you subscribe right now, you
might subscribe to this guy. I don't know who he is, but subscribe to him.
Subscribe.
He's really good at guitar. Yeah, Seraphin, that was kind of what I was thinking. Is I think that we should just do the show. If we're gonna do the show live, Yeah, exactly. I'm reading the YouTube chat. I think like this is like unfortunate because I know that there's people on YouTube that want us to just do the show on YouTube, and I know that Nathan only wants to do the show on YouTube. I think if we're going to do it live, we should do it on Twitch, and then we should edit the show to put the edited version that hopefully doesn't get spanked by YouTube on YouTube after. Twitch is just a lot more. Twitch is a lot more free with their policies. Exactly. We can't have call-ins. Exactly. To like avoid copyright, we can't have call-ins. We can't react to clips. We can't have blurps on YouTube. Like you can't do anything on YouTube. It has to only be conversation. It has to only be conversation, or like that's that. But like that's why the commentary channels do well. Because it's just people talking, and like maybe they watch YouTube clips, but they're just watching other YouTubers, which is different than watching like a news program or something. So I don't know, maybe that's an option. But I've heard that YouTube is like very bad now. YouTube has moved over to mostly automation. So it's not even a person anymore. It's AI. And if the AI sees like anything, it just nukes the stream because it's just AI. Yeah, I mean Nathan said that. I just wouldn't want to do like if I like at that point it's like why are we even doing the show, Professor Hulk? Nathan's right, but like so Nathan, or let me back it up. Nathan's not right because if we did it on Twitch, it's the same thing. He just prefers to be on YouTube. That's the thing. He prefers to be on YouTube. He doesn't want to be on Twitch. So the way around it is we go on Twitch and then we put the edited version on YouTube. And then we can actually react to clips and we can actually like do those things. So what you're saying is not like what the way that he presented it was wrong. Because like there is a way around it. The way around it is we don't do it on YouTube. And then we just put the edited version on YouTube. We put the live version on Twitch. Maybe split between the Twitch for live streams. Yeah, I think that we should do the live streams on Twitch. Ultimately, I think we put if we wanted to switch to a more edited format, we would then. The problem is that we would lose the YouTube memberships because people would subscribe on Twitch. But it's the same thing. We would just have Twitch subscribers. We wouldn't have YouTube members. The issue is that Nathan only wants to be on YouTube. He doesn't want to go on Twitch. So we would have to like think about it that way. Ultimately, I'm down to try whatever he wants. Like I'll do whatever he wants. I just think that we're really limited as to what we can do live on YouTube. So it's like I don't know. It stinks to get like slapped with like Nathan tried to watch even like Nathan as like an example. He tried to watch Unsolved Mysteries on YouTube. He got copyright stuff. He tried to watch Beauty and the Geek on YouTube. He got copyright stuff. I tried to watch Bigfoot on YouTube. We got copyright stuff. Every single show that we've done for Odd Boys has gotten copyright things. And we haven't been able to monetize anything on the Odd Boys channel because we're reacting to clips. So it's like, all right, then it's like, why are we doing this on YouTube? We're doing this on YouTube because Nathan likes it more. I am doing a replay. I'm doing New Game Plus. YouTube for shorts to blast socials. YouTube live would be for. I think that we could just do the show. I think we could just do the show on. I think we could just do the show on Twitch. That's what I feel. I think we could do the show on Twitch and then clips and shorts could go on YouTube. But ultimately, it's what Nathan wants to do. Again, I'm down to do whatever. I'm down to do whatever, but I also like, it's like if we can't like react to anything, then it's like, what's the point? Why are we doing this on YouTube? You know what I mean? If we're just gonna get nuked every time. Yeah, it was probably the hair incident that did it.
Please.
I personally think that, and I've tried to pitch this to Nathan too. I think the show would work better on Twitch, regardless, but he's very against it. He doesn't like Twitch.
Tell me that monster's not around.
I don't know. I like Twitch. I think it's easier to stream on there. But yeah, I think we would lose some YouTube members, but I mean, I think it makes more sense to do the live show on Twitch, but we'll see. I'll see what he says. Apparently you get a different ending if you don't have the red capsules.
This should be an offering.
So I can't have the red capsules. Head back to catch up with Shu. Let's go. I can't believe Big Bigfoot is trying to take the streams down. I think discoverability is a lot better on Twitch too. Oh yeah, I 100% agree with you, WX. I think discoverability is a billion times better for live streams. Discoverability is a billion times better on Twitch. I mean, I don't disagree with you, Hamather, but it's like Nathan and I do the show together, and he's very pro YouTube for the live streams. He loves YouTube. There's no like convincing him otherwise. He loves it. There's no convincing him otherwise. That would be nice, but YouTube has that YouTube money. But so I would counter Nick and say any like money I've made it on Twitch. I haven't made it on YouTube. I personally haven't. I've never made anything on YouTube, like money wise, like a few $100 here and there. But like I haven't had the same level of success on YouTube. So for me, I'm like, oh, Twitch is better. Because like I'm like, oh, Twitch has been Twitch is easier to live stream on, and it's easier to like monetize your content.
This is in rough shape. I'm going to need to find a replacement fast.
So I disagree with the YouTube, because YouTube ad revenue stinks too now. Like they like don't give you ad revenue anymore. So I don't know. I guess another option could be, and I don't know if Nathan would want to do this. Another option would be just to move the show to like Patreon, which is like, then we could make whatever show we want to make. I do think that that is like an option as well. And then we can make the show that we want to make. And then we could just put an edited version on, we could put an edited version on YouTube for the show. And then we just do like a once a week live stream type thing. I think we just have to figure out what we want to do. But yeah, like for me, it's like the money stuff aside, like trying to like make some money from the show. If the show's going to get like blocked and stuff, then it's like, I'm like, oh, I'm like, we can't even like do anything on this show. Like we can't even like do what we want to do. You know what I mean? And I think that that is like, oh, it's like, well, all right, well, we can't really like monetize it on YouTube. But if YouTube is just going to spank us whenever we try to like do stuff, it's like, oh, it's like, we're not even like, we're just reacting to like clips on this channel. Yeah, exactly, Seraphin. I do feel like that. And I've talked with Jamie about this too. I think this is why one of the reasons that Jamie streams on Twitch, because Inside of Mind, Jamie Inside of Mind does a lot of reaction content when he's live, and he could never do that on YouTube. So I do think that there's like a case for that we could actually produce the show that we want to make on Twitch. Twitch is also Twitch has a stream together feature, which it works better than Discord. So that would be like another thing for us to maybe do, is that Nathan and I could both be live and we could do stream together, and it works better than it works better than Discord as well for phone calls. I think I'd have to talk to Nathan about it. And like see what he wants to do. But I also don't want to just react to clips either. But I've noticed that like, I mean, I could pull it up now, and I don't know, I won't show it, but to give you guys an idea, let me see if I can find it. Nathan got a spank. Nathan got a spank earlier for something. And then we basically have, let me look at it. I'll see if, I don't think any of our streams are monetized. Yeah, the dating app murderer thing isn't eligible. Nathan's stream isn't eligible for that. Yeah, it's really hard to it's really hard to do something on YouTube that's like free. Oh yeah, I see it. Wow, Bigfoot. Copyright. It's not a copyright claim. Wow, they got me with a Bigfoot. Is it the song? What is the what is the thing? It's so weird. It like automatically like found it. I guess I'll trim it out. It's so crazy. Bigfoot. Bigfoot. I mean, I guess I'll Yeah. Goodbye, Bigfoot video. Unbelievable. I will say every reactor I used to follow years ago now just reacts live on Twitch primarily, and while they do multicast to YouTube sometimes, usually, yeah, that's what I mean. And I've tried to like tell this to Nathan, but he's like against it for some reason. But I agree with you, Slash. Like, this is like literally what I've talked to him about, is that like you do the content live on Twitch and then you like put an edited version on YouTube. Bye, Piper. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's something to talk to him about, because I feel like that is the way. But yeah, maybe that's something to do. I also think most of the people that follow us are already on Twitch anyway, so it doesn't matter. Maybe as a compromise, more curated stuff. Hello, Seraphin. Welcome over here. Maybe as a compromise, more curated stuff. Yeah, I think if we did, yeah, I agree with that. Maybe that's what we do going forward. Like, I do think if there was like a really curated broadcast and we decided to do it live on YouTube, that's one thing. But I think if we're going to do the React stuff, it's just not, it's not as like worth it. Oh, I think I had to go this way. Where's Rinku's house? Was I going backwards? Oh yeah, I'm back. The Bigfoot video was like a copyright thing. Not a copyright strike, but it was like, you cannot play this video. Now I'm back. Now I'm back. This way. Oh, am I going the wrong way? I might be. Oh, did I just go in a circle? I think I did. Not that way? This way? This way. Yes, this way. I mean, to be fair, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, Frax, and I am very tired now. So I would say if you want to play the game at 3 a.m. your time, you could see how you do. Be a different story then, mister. Am I just going in circles? How do I get out of here? I am. I need to go this way? Didn't I just come from this? I did. I just came from that way. It's 5:53 a.m. Congratulations on morning. I got a nap to the future if I ever plan to do a daytime weekend stream. Yeah, or you could just start streaming right now, Nick, and then just not sleep at all. You could just start streaming right now. That's what everybody's doing. Is that not Rinku's house? Yeah, that's where I found the mask. I do a live stream of an empty room. I think this is Rinku, but how do I get up there? Oh no, is that her house? Which house is Rinku's house? I wish that it would just say, this is her house. Not that way. This is the new Silent Hill, Jacqueline. This is a subathon. No ending stream until the member goal is met. Can we please just hit 222 members, then I can end the stream? I could go to bed. For the love of God. Oh, maybe it was this way. I'm hearing noises. Maybe it was this way. Oh yeah, I think I had to go through the scarecrow field. I think I just went the wrong way. Yeah. Okay. I see we've played Knifey Spoony before. Here one. Where's it?
He poisoned our water supply,
What?
burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses!
What, Hamather? If anybody plays this game, the knife is really OP. I recommend using the knife. It's very OP. Let's get that. That's a tip. It's a tip from me to you. Use the knife. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it is one of the better weapons in the game. Steel pipe or steel pipe. Just like in Torok. I don't know if I've ever played Turok. Like, I know what Turok is. I don't know if I've ever played it, though. I think the only FPS game that I played... I know that it came out on 64 first. I think the only shooter that I played for 64... No, I played Perfect Dark. I was going to say I just played GoldenEye, but I also played Perfect Dark. I think everybody of my generation, of my elderly generation, the millennial, I think we all played. I was in middle school, right? 96, 97. Yeah, I was in middle school. And I think everybody, all my friends, I only had one friend who played computer games. I only had one friend who played computer games, my friend Chris. My family was pretty, not poor, but we didn't have a ton of money. I didn't get a computer until my senior year of high school. Like, we got a family computer, and that wasn't until my senior year of high school. And I didn't get a cell phone until I was out of high school. I think I got a cell phone like 2 years after I graduated high school. So I'm old. Cell phones existed back then. I just didn't have one. And then it was all over. I got a cell phone. I got a cell phone in like 2004, and it was all over. People could get a hold of me. I didn't want them to, but they could. They could finally call me. Oh, really? You resisted until 2019? That's really good. I wish that I didn't have a cell phone. I will say, though, I have a nice cell phone. I have a nice cell phone. I have an iPhone 13. I will say T-Mobile gave me my phone, which was very nice of them. Or not T-Mobile. Yeah, T-Mobile. I won my cell phone in a contest. I didn't even pay for it. Thank you very much, T-Mobile. I won my cell phone in a contest. I didn't even have to pay for it. It was very nice of them. Thanks, T-Mobile. Not a T-Mobile ad, but they gave me my cell phone for free. Very nice of them. But yeah, I wish that I didn't get a cell phone. I think I'm almost 100% positive. The reason that I got a cell phone is that right around that time, like 2004, is when I had my first girlfriend. And I was like, I have to have a cell phone. I have to be able to like call them. I can't have them calling the house phone. It all went downhill. It all went downhill from there. I can't have them calling the landline. I have to be able to talk to them from my room. Research journal. The Legend of the Sacred Sword. I feel like that's why a lot of people get their cell phones and stuff. They're like had a... Well, I mean, I guess now people are just like have cell phones. Nobody... I don't even think they have landlines anymore. Isn't even the landlines they have, aren't they... Don't they utilize a wireless service. Like they're not even like it's not even a true like landline anymore. Like it's not connected to a landline. It's not a true service anymore. Yeah, I think it's a wireless service though, Les. I don't think it's like an actual like line anymore. Bye, WX. I'll probably still be here. I'll probably still be here. Yeah, it's like a DSL. Yeah, it's not even a landline anymore. Exactly. It's like it's not really a landline anymore. Is a landline still a landline? Except, yeah, okay. So this is according to the AI overview from Google. Traditional copper wire systems are being replaced by modern digital alternatives like voice over internet protocol, VoIP, or fiber optic. It's not a landline anymore. So Les, that landline you have, it's just a Wi-Fi. It's not a wire. It's not real. It's being beamed to the satellites. It's not real anymore. It's kind of sad. Right, yeah, I think it's like it's an illusion. It's like people assume that they have a landline, but it's not. It's just like it's using like a tower. It's not like it's all going to the same. Well, I'm sure that the way that the way that the technology is, I'm sure it's like goes somewhere else, but it's not a landline. It's not a wire. You can get those jack to phone things that plug into a traditional phone, but they introduce a bit of lag and noise. Just not the same. It's not the same.
Shu, where are you?
What is it, partner?
Uh-oh.
Everything that's happening to us. Do you think it could be some dream we're having?
I think the technology has made things worse. I like, sure, there's certain things like I like being able to like look things up on the internet, and like, you know, I like being able to live stream, and I like being able to like do these things, but in a lot of ways I think that all of the technological advancements that we've had have made things worse. I don't think they've made things better. I think they've made things worse.
Because we just want to keep playing Space Wars together.
Well, we could pinch each other to find out.
No,
What?
I can pinch myself. Thank you very much.
I think that we've become so overly reliant on technology, and we've become so disconnected from one another. Like, we've become connected in like a electronic way, right? But so many people are unable to communicate in like an actual human way now. And I think that we've lost some of our humanity, because everything now is done behind a screen. And I think that that is bad, like, for the human condition. I think that we've lost some of our humanity, because everything now is pushed behind a screen. And I mean, like, look at the comment sections on YouTube and how horrible they are. I just think that in like a simpler time, we didn't rely on this stuff quite so much, and I think we were happier.
Sorry. Seems it's not a dream after all.
Yeah, people have lost compassion. I don't know. I wasn't an adult in the 80s and 90s. Like I was a very, very small child. I was a super small child at the end of the 80s, and then I was a young child in the 90s and the teenager into the late 90s, early 2000s, and then I became like an adult in the mid 2000s to like 2010s. Into there, like I was like an adult into that, and now I'm like, you know, like I'm a millennial, so like I'm middle-aged, approaching middle age. But I don't know, like I there's certain things that I'm like, man, I'm like, all this stuff is convenient, but like everything now is tracked, everything now is like done on a screen, so we're like we've lost like a human connection. Even something as simple as like buying something with a money, physical money, you had to like get the bill and then talk to a person and get like the change from the bill in that transaction. Everything now is like, oh, just tap your card, just tap your thing, flip the thing around, and like leave 20% tip. And I don't know, I think it's taken a lot of the humanity out of it. Everything is like taking the humanity out of it. And I don't think it's good. I recently started post-crossing again, sending out cards across the world randomly. Is always a surprise who will write you. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's fun. Card catalogs and libraries and handwritten letters. Yeah, you know, something that I've been thinking about, and like, I don't know if I'll actually do this, but like something I would like to do. I want to get rid of a lot of my technology, and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Like I don't want to, for example, I don't want to drive a car. I just don't want to drive a car. And I know that everybody says like cars have been around forever, but I'm like, well, what if I take something I've thought about is what if I just took public transportation or walked or rode a bike to where I needed to go, and I remove myself to like force myself A, to get exercise, but B, to like have to be a part of the world. And like when you're in your car, you're in like your box and you're like in your thing, and like you've got your music on and you're on your phone, and like I want to like remove myself from that. And the same thing with like a cell phone. I want to like get like only have to have my cell phone if I have to like make a call or something. Yeah, it's harder here, Hulk. That's the problem. There's like most places in America are not walkable. It's harder. It's definitely much harder in America. Most places here are not walkable, and most cities don't have public transportation or don't have good public transportation. Excuse me, I need to hydrate. But yeah, outside of America, I think it's easier. I'm sure. Like I know people that live abroad and they're able to like walk and take public transportation. I have to have a car. See, I just don't want to. This is another thing, Jacqueline. When I lived with Nathan, so I used to live with Nathan. I lived with Nathan for like 7 years. And I didn't have a car. I just rode a bike, and it was like the nicest. It was like the nicest my brain has been, because I rode my bike everywhere. I rode my bike to work. I rode my bike to the movies. I rode my bike to the grocery store, and it was such a freeing time in my life where I was like, oh, I never sat in traffic. I got exercise and I felt better because like, even if I didn't go to the gym, I had to ride my bike to work 5 days a week. And work was like 4 miles away. So minimally, I rode my bike 8 miles a day. And I had to get to work and to get home from work. And my brain just felt better then because I never sat in traffic. I didn't pay for gas. I didn't pay for car insurance. I didn't pay for car repairs. Nobody ever asked me for a ride. I had an excuse when somebody was like, oh, come to our house. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't have a car. Like, you know, when you're always looking for those excuses to not go over somebody's house, I'd be like, well, I don't have a car. Never had to go over somebody's house. This game made you mad. Why did this game make you mad, Oompa? Also, hello, Oompa. Glad you could make it. As we try to get to 222 subscribers, Nathan will be here in like an hour or two. How many members can we get before Nathan comes back? I need him to see that I've been doing such a great job on the channel for him. Diary of Revenge. There's some sort of legend here. Okay, there's a legend. Legend of the Hidden Temple. I would love to walk around. Yeah, see, I do live in a city, Jacqueline. So I think that's part of my other reasoning is that I could get away with it because I live in a city. So like I could ride a bike where I am, but I like where I'm from, I wouldn't have been able, like originally, like I'm from the suburbs originally, and like there's no way I could have, like everything would have been too far. So yeah, I get that. That's the problem with America. Everything is so spaced out. But I feel like part of it is deliberate. Like they expect everybody to have a car. I love riding in cars, but can't drive for health reasons. There's something really nice about riding in one and looking out the window. See, I like taking the train. I don't know if anybody else likes taking the train, but I like riding in like a subway or like a transit train.
Doctor, are you home?
Uh-oh. Got him.
I'm going to be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon soon.
I got him. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's some monsters in here, all right. I mean, I see it right there. Oh yeah.
Doctor, is that you?
Hello? Wake up. Old medical record. Local doctor's note. I had assumed up until now that being possessed by the fox was a sort of curse. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox for sharing some scraps of food with a real starving fox. Though, with the influence of today's media from outside the town regarding ghost and horror stories, the fox has become seen as purely negative phenomenon. Yeah, but can't you just get an ID, Frax? Like, here in America, if you don't have it, like, you don't have to get a driver's license. You just get, like, a government ID. I know plenty of people, like, do they not offer something like that? Where, like, you don't need to have a driver's license. You just need, like, a piece of, like, like, you get, like, an official piece of identification. Do they not offer something like that in Germany? Like, if you don't drive, they can't, like, I mean, unless it's a requirement of the job, but I think that's a different thing. Everyone gets an ID, but a driver's license. Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying. Because, like, here, you go to the DMV, which is the Department of Motor Vehicles, and you can get, if you're, like, let's say you're in Montana, you can get a Montana identification card from the DMV, which has, like, information that's, like, personal identification numbers and stuff like that, and, like, that's what you use if you don't drive. That's what you use when you, like, get a job that, like, they need, like, a piece of, like, government information, but you get it from the same place as a driver's license. Wouldn't that be the same thing? Like, that doesn't make any sense as to, like, why a place would require a driver's license when it has nothing to do with anything. That is all I'm saying. I can't imagine that they wouldn't offer something similar. Ew. Is that it? I just got the key. Hold on one second. I'm just making sure I didn't click off anything. You definitely get a better view of everything with a PC. This is the only reason that I would have played it on PC, is that you can definitely, like, play it. You can get a better look at the surroundings. It definitely controls better with a controller, though. That it? Oh, I think it's to this store. No? Oh, it's to this. Okay.
Is this some sort of offering?
And now the evil creature will emerge.
Someone there?
No? Congratulations. Congratulations. Yeah, I think about that sometimes too. Slash, it is mind-blowing. You know, and I know that they, like, a lot of it is like nostalgia for like when I was like, because I was like a teenager before the internet, or like before I had access to the internet. I guess I had access to it when I was like 18. But obviously it's like I remember, like I remember before the internet. And like maybe it's like nostalgia goggles, but it was a simpler time. You get your ID at a town hall here, and it's not too expensive. For a driver's license, you have to go to driving school for a year. As far as I know, well, you'd have a driver's license in case of emergency, so you could drive to the hospital. I mean, I just don't think that it just doesn't make any sense. What you're saying, because you can just get an ID. I don't know. I don't know, man. That doesn't sound like it makes any sense. Because if you don't have a car, it wouldn't matter anyway. I can't imagine that, like, I need to Google this. I need to Google this because I'm so flabbergasted by this statement. That do you need to have a driver's license? If you don't drive. Like, wouldn't okay, ID Germany. Yeah, wouldn't you just get a German, it's a German identification card? Isn't that the same thing? It's like an American identification card. It's like the same thing here. I don't know, man. I know that you're in that country, but I disagree with what you're saying. I don't think that that's true. Respectfully, I think you can just get an identification card. Yeah, don't you just get it? Yeah, you just get an identification card. Mostly preferentially hire those with driver's licenses. Yeah, but I don't think what I'm saying is I don't think that it matters. Unless it's a job that requires you to, like, have dependable transportation for, right? If it's like, if you're like, I live down the street. I live down the street. They wouldn't say, oh, well, you don't have your driver's license. You can't work here. I think if it's a requirement for the job, or like they can ask you, do you have a reliable means of transportation? Oh boy. Hello, Ska. Hello, hello, hello. I only have a half an hour to make it to 222 members, or Nathan's gonna fire me. He's gonna wake up and fire me. Oh my God. He's gonna wake up and just fire me. Well, if anybody would like to help support, would like to help me support not being fired, it would be appreciated. Can you believe it, Ska? Can you believe it? I do think this is like a separate aside. I know that Nathan and I wanted to move Odd Boys to this channel so that we would move away from the Nathan channel. I think if we were trying to get funding for the show, we probably should have left it on his channel. I think we would have had more luck with support. I think it would have been probably better to leave it on his channel for now. We might have jumped the gun on this channel too early. Which, yeah, probably. But we'll still stick with it. We'll give it a try. Do our best. I might have to do another stream to try to get to the milestone. We might have to stream all through Saturday too. I'm gonna be dead on Sunday. Ay, ay, ay. I guess we could just keep the stream going. You lived in Germany, Hulk? So wait, what is this? It's called an Awis? Ausweis? Is that what the German identification card is called? Oh yeah, Ska, we watched Project Earth. Yes, Ska B Gaming, who's in the Twitch chat right now. Ska helped us fund that documentary for Project Earth, so thank you, Ska. We would not have been able to do that without you. Yeah, so this thing, the Ausweis, it sounds the same as like an American identification card. That's like what you get if you don't have a driver's license. You just get like, it's like you're an adult, you have a thing. Oh, we watched Project Earth. We needed a thing to watch. Oh no, Scabby Gaming has been his yes, he's Ron. Scabby Gaming is Ron. That's right. Good old Ron. I wonder if Nathan's even going to come back. He probably won't come back until I've hit the members goal. He's going to leave me here languishing. Just rotting away. I thought about that, Seraphin, and Ska. I did think about that, and I was like, he's not going to come back, is he? I did, in the back of my head, I did think about that, and like his alarm is going to go off at like 4 o'clock or whatever, 5 o'clock, and he's going to go, nah, and he's just going to like keep going back to, he's just going to go like, yeah, all right, whatever. I could see it. Right. Oh, I can't do Odd Boys. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it this week. No, I can't do it. I got asked to do, I got asked to do something. I can't make it. You're on your own.
Bakugo Shrine is up ahead. I used to go there a lot.
I will say it's funny that he's saying that because I keep seeing comments on his video that it's people wishing him congratulations. I will say he does not have a baby and there is no baby on the way. Stop congratulating him in the comments. Or we could all congratulate him because that would be even funnier if we just all go, oh, congratulations on your baby. But I have seen that people in his comments are congratulating him. Like, that's basically congratulating somebody for, which fair. It's basically congratulating him for having sex. It's basically people going, good for you, man. You're having sex. I think that's the comment. I think that's the comment that everybody should be leaving is, you know what? Congratulations for having sex. Right, but I think that like I think that that's like most people. He's been saying it since him and Katie started going out. That's like saying, like, it's for the same thing. Like if somebody said that, someday I'd like to have a child. And then for years, somebody goes, congratulations. And you go, congratulations for what? You said you wanted to have a child someday. So I said, congratulations for your child. Because you said, I'd like to have a child someday. He says, I'm getting ready to be a father. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I think congratulations for having sex is more appropriate. I think you could say, I think that's a much more appropriate thing. Congratulations for sex. Eh? Then you could be like, you give him one of these, give him an internet, give him a pound it. You could give him one of these, an internet. Hey, pound it. Congratulations. I think it's more appropriate that way. No. I think it's perfectly acceptable in this scenario. I think it's appropriate. Found it. I think it's just, yeah, I think it's appropriate. I just think that it's funny. I just think that it's funny that there's so many people congratulating him for it in the thing. Because I'm like, maybe it's just me. I would wait until somebody says, like for me, I wouldn't wish somebody a congratulations for that until they said, hey man, I'm going to have a baby. You know what I mean? Like that's when I would do it. That's when I would go, oh, congratulations. when they said, hey, in 6 months, my wife and I are gonna have a baby. And I'd go, oh, congratulations. That's good. Instead of what I hear in my head is, hey, guess what? I had sex. And I go, oh, congratulations. I'm his age, and I definitely feel my age more and more. So I get it as well. I mean, I'm too old to have kids, and he's 2 years older, so I get it. I think you could have kids at any age. I think it's just going to be... I think it's going to be harder the older you get. But also, something I've seen a lot is like somebody's like... people are worried that if they have kids older, they're not going to live to see their kids grow up. But like young parents die all the time as well. So I don't necessarily think there's like a bad time. Like I think if you're like 60, then like, yeah, but I think if you're like 40, it's still not, it's not, you know, it's not awful. I think there can be complications. The risk does go up, but I think most of the time it's usually fine. Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen, do you want to be like a young person that has kids when they're like 25? Ugh. Nah, you want to be like Martin Van Buren or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Rusted flask. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's. Hey, I aim to please. That's your daily. It's your daily Martin Van Buren reference. I mean, I'll say that I get upset and grumpy when my cat wakes me up at like 3 a.m. So I can only imagine what it's like to have children. I'm already grumpy when like my cat wakes me up for kibble at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh my God, go away. I'm like, I'm trying to sleep here, man. I can only imagine the horror of having a child. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't I think for somebody like Nathan, I know he's like stoked to potentially like having a child. I just think that that's such a, yeah, I don't know. That's such a big commitment. It's such a big like thing. I think it's a beautiful thing to like say, okay, like, you know, for the next rest of my life, I have to like take care of this other person. But I don't know. Yeah, I think you should start with a dog, a big dog. Exactly. I be good. I like the way that you think. I think you should get a bigger dog, and then he can have it. He could. I think then he'll. Yeah, well, you know what it is? You know what it is, Scott? I think that he sees his brother Josh as like his idealized version of his life. Josh has 2 kids. Nathan has an older brother named Josh, and he has 2 kids, and him and his wife bought a house, and they have like, you know, they have the yard, and they have like, he mows the lawn, and they both go to work, and they, you know, they have daycare and all that stuff. I think that he sees that as like a, that's like perfect for him, you know? But I don't know. Oh no, I drank all my water. I'm gonna have to get more water soon. I can't imagine having the nuclear family now. I really can't. Even now, it's like, you know, my wife and I, my wife is great. I love her with all my heart. But we just have like, you know, a modest apartment, and she works in social services, nonprofit, and like I do acting jobs and editing jobs and stream, and I do things here and there, and I can't imagine introducing children into that. Like, just in general, like, even if both of us were making crazy money, I don't know. I don't know how our parents did it. Hello, Paradox. I really don't. I don't know how they did it. I mean, I guess you do it because you have to. Like, that's no other option. You've chosen to have the child, so now you're like, you have the child. You have no other option. All I'm saying is, I already get grumpy enough when my cat wakes me up at 3 a.m. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, partner! That's not the way to Rinko's house.
The other day, in reference to one of the cats being cranky, Maggie said, "My mom instincts are going off." And I said, "I thought you meant mom instincts like you wanted a baby." She goes, hell no. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not opposed to the idea, but I just don't it doesn't like excite me, if that makes any sense. But like, I look at it like, I'm like, I'd rather save up for like a good trip to like, I'd like save up for a trip to go see my friends in Europe. I'd rather just save up all my money for a year to go on like a cool trip.
Oh, sorry. Zoned out for a bit.
This is Sakoko's family shrine, right?
Yeah.
Don't think too much about it.
I'll tell you what, if you have a baby, you won't be able to play the new Silent Hill and Resident Evil every year. So, if I had one, I wouldn't be waiting for day one releases anymore because I wouldn't be able to, probably.
Let's hurry up and find Rinko.
Right. Let's go.
My hospital bill. Dang. Yeah. It's, I mean, just going to a hospital in general is really expensive. I've told this story on my streams before, but my wife and I spent last month, it was like all of our extra money, which is part of the reason that we're doing the members drive stuff. My wife and I spent pretty much all of our extra money. One of our cats very sadly passed. My oldest cat, well, I'm using this as like just everything, like any sort of like medical thing is expensive now, which is crazy. But it was my oldest cat, the one that we had forever. We had to bring him to the pet ER, and he sadly, we got a couple extra days with him, but like even that was like all of our extra money to give him treatment. But yeah, $4,000 with insurance for your kid to go to the hospital. Just in general, going to a hospital is crazy now. For anybody, person, cat, dog. They really don't want people to be able to afford any sort of care for anybody. Not here, Samba. No free healthcare here. Healthcare in America is not good. I wish that we had access to affordable healthcare. But they don't want us to. Yep, I agree, Hamather. My friend's dog had epilepsy for the treatment here in the UK. It was 5,000. Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't know, Samba. I don't know.
I need to find a new weapon.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point too, Paradox. I think the kids are annoying. So that's probably, I mean, maybe you don't think that your own kids are annoying, but I like if somebody like, you know, when somebody goes, I've got some, like somebody's like, I've got a baby. And like, you know, the mother or whatever be like, oh, I've got my child, my beautiful child. I go, okay. Yeah, sure. It's a child. When I was, one of the jobs that I had, I worked at a summer camp for 3 summers, and it was fun. I loved being a camp counselor. But I think working at a summer camp for multiple summers, there were a lot of very annoying children. And I think working there, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, I found the thing that Al wanted me to find. I understand, though. What do people want you to say? Yeah. There were some kids that I thought were really funny. Like, there were some kids there I was like, oh, this is a cool kid. I remember, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie, but I remember there was one kid, and I don't know why his parents let him watch this movie, but it's one of my favorite movies. And it's like kind of an obscure movie. And this kid was like 6. And he was in my group, and he was like, oh, he's like, my parents let me watch my favorite movie. And I was like, oh, what's your favorite movie? And he's like, and he started describing the movie. And I was like, is your favorite movie Young Einstein? And he was like, it is. He's like, that's the name of the movie. And I was like, man, I love that movie. And I was like, how did this little kid see the movie Young Einstein? Yeah, I don't know, some random kid, and he's like, you know, he plays the guitar, and like he's making like beer out of like the guitar using electricity. And I was like, is he talking about the movie Young Einstein? And he was. This kid was like 6, and I was like, and this was like 2008 when I was working at a summer camp. So I was like, this movie came out like 30 years ago, and it's like some random Australian movie. I'm like, how did this little kid see a Young Einstein? Yeah. You know, I heard a story about Yahoo Serious recently. Apparently he was like squatting. I guess I don't know if he's like bankrupt, but he was kicked out of the place that he was staying. He was like squatting in it or something. I feel he was like a big star. That's so sad. He was like squatting in wherever he was, and I think he got kicked out. But yeah, so sad. He was funny. He was in Drop Dead Fred too, right? Isn't he? It's like him and Phoebe Cates. He was big for a little while. He had a bunch of movies. I don't think he ever really took off. I think he was in those couple of movies, and then he kind of like fell off. They like tried to push him in America, and I don't think he ever quite did. Is that him? Is Drop Dead Fred him? I think it is. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was him. It's Rip Mile. Rick Mile. What else was Yahoo Serious in? Is he Justin Young Einstein? Yeah, it's like a current story. Yahoo Serious, he was squatting. The former movie star is accused of squatting in the home of an elderly man who needs to sell it to pay for his aged care, but he still refuses to go. So I don't understand why he is being kicked out of this place. That's so sad. He's not like yeah, he was in Young Einstein, then he had another movie called Reckless Kelly shortly thereafter. He was big in the UK. He had like 2 other features that sadly most people didn't see. So sad. I worked at a youth center for a while, and there was a 6-year-old girl or 6-year-old kid that would smoke cigarettes because his brother gave them to him and showed him how to smoke. Oh my God. I remember when I was a young kid, there was like, I was probably like, I think everybody had like knew somebody that like, and this is a little different of a situation, but I remember when I was like 11, there was some girl who was like, she lived down the street from me, and like, you know, all the neighborhood kids would like play together. And so she would like join, like if we were playing like tag or whatever, and or you know, kickball, whatever we were playing. And this girl was like, we were like, I was like 11, and this girl must have been like 9 or 10, but she smoked cigarettes. And I remember I that brought back a memory of me. Like, I still remember being like 11 and being like, this is like another child. I'm like, they're smoking cigarettes. And they were like 9 or 10. Their name was Tabitha. But yeah, it's so crazy. I don't remember what their last name was, but I remember their name was Tabitha. Yeah, Yahoo Serious is a squatter. So crazy. Oh, he lives in a beach house. He's been squatting in a beach house, and the owner of the house is trying to sell it to pay for their like elder care. Yeah, that's crazy. He's 72. It's so crazy. It doesn't seem possible. And I'm like, that guy from like my childhood, I remember him being like if you look at him on film, you're like, oh, this is like a young guy. He's 72 years old. Yeah, it is scary because like I feel the same, that I'm like, yeah, Yahoo Serious, he can't be that old, but he's 72. Not good. But I guess that makes sense. I mean, he would have been like, what, in his 30s? Young Einstein came out in 88, which is almost 40 years ago. He was probably like 33, 34. And he was like 30, I guess. That was like 40 years ago. Yeah. He didn't look really young. He just looked like, he looked like his age. He looked 30. But like I think in my head, I picture him being like a 30-year-old, and I'm like, oh yeah. But I think that's because we haven't gotten to see him get older. He had a couple of movies in like the 80s and in the early 90s, and then he disappeared. So like in my head, he's that age. He's 30. Like I haven't seen him get any older. It's a little shocking to see him now, because you're like, oh, he's old. But it's like we just haven't. I haven't seen him in 35 years, or heck.
What was that?
Jim Carrey, I'll say, at least we've gotten to see him get older. So it's like you like you can track Jim Carrey. Like if you're somebody who grew up in America, you're like, okay, he was on In Living Color. So he was young. He was youngest in Living Color. And then like he had Ace Ventura. And then he was in Dumb and Dumber. And then he was in Eternal Sunshine. And like then we've gotten to see him be like Dr. Robotnik. So at least with like Jim Carrey, we've gotten to see him like get older. So it's not like a shock. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. He's old now. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't just like hit you where you're like, oh, you're old now. But yeah, that's really sad. Yahoo Serious is being evicted. He's like living in like a beach house and he's being evicted, I guess. Hello, Nathan. I see you're awake. I see you're awake, Nathan. Welcome to the stream. Are you ready to get 222 members? Nathan, we have to keep the stream going until we get 222 members. We can't stop. This is our purgatory now. This is our hell. We can't leave. until we get 222 members. We can't stop. Fired unless 222. Yeah, but Nathan, if this was on Twitch, we could easily get 222 subscribers. It's because YouTube, nobody becomes members. Nobody likes being members. Wow. It's like that, huh, Samba? I see how it is. Ooh, my knife, my knife. Bigfoot's fault? It is Bigfoot's fault. Probably. I think what we need is Nathan to do a big, juicy ping on his Discord. I've rallied up my troops as much as I can. My troops are all on Twitch, and they all use Blurp. They don't subscribe on YouTube or get a membership on YouTube. Nathan needs to rally his troops to do the YouTube membership thing. My troops are all blurpers. Which I will say, thank you to everybody who's done blurps. Nathan and I will split everything. I don't know how much I've made on blurp, but I think Nathan and I have each made at least enough for a pizza.
Is this some sort of offering?
I would reckon. Oh, I will also say I'm planning on doing a stream on my Twitch. Probably next week. I wanted to get a walking pad and I wanted to do a walkathon with a charity element. I recently had surgery to remove skin cancer from my face and from my back, and Twitch lets you have like a charity thing on stream that goes right to the charity. So I wanted to do a walking stream where every donation towards either the stream or to the charity, because on Twitch you can either donate to the charity or you can get like a sub or whatever to the streamer, and every donation to either myself or the charity would add more time to the walk. I thought that could be fun. It would at least force me to exercise. I never went down the Mohawk Road. Yeah, I thought it would be a good idea. I don't know. It sounded like I think it'd be fun to do. It'd be fun to see how long people keep me walking on a treadmill. I'm very out of shape right now, so I don't know how much I could do. I'd probably be dying after a while. I'd probably have to set some rules in case I need like a drink or something. I need a drink. I need a drink. You guys can't make stuff if you keel over. Yeah, but if we don't make stuff, we can't afford pizza. I think instead of a 24-hour stream, we should do a...
That was the worst sound I've ever heard. Hammer, don't do that.
Is this a new one? I like that. I like that blurb. That's the worst sound I've ever heard. I think that Nathan and I should stream for a year without sleeping. I think we should just keep streaming until we melt into our chairs. It's been a while since I've seen The Grudge. I like the American version. I've seen the Japanese version. I think that they're both good. It's a pretty good from what I remember, it's a pretty good remake or like reimagining or whatever it is. I remember thinking it was good. It has Sarah Michelle Gellar, right? Have I finally almost become number 3 blurper again? Wow. Have I finally almost become number 3 blurper again? Have I overtaken Glad? Oh, he's still live too. Dang, Glad is a late night streamer too. He's still live? I'm 2 points away from him. I can't believe he's still live. He's a night owl. He does like he does big streams though, I think. I like being a member, though would happily be one elsewhere if for any reason this doesn't work out. Yeah. I mean, I also I think that I'm down to do the show wherever. I think that yeah, YouTube's like copyright stuff is just so strict. It's like it makes it be like, oh, are we gonna get spanked? I do not know where Glad is. I'm sure it could be like easily. He's pretty big, so I'm sure people know where he is. Or like what state he's in or whatever. But he's a pretty big streamer. Where go? Colorado. Oh, is that her house down there? Is that it? Oh, you better believe them selling that comb. I never use this, so I'm going to sell it. Dang, are you kidding me? I can't increase my inventory slots again. Guess I'll increase my health. Stamina? Okay. Okay. This is leading me back to, is that? Oh, is it marked? Oh, it's way up there. Okay. At least now I have all the stamina. I do have to go through the field. Okay, I have to go up, over. Thank you, Slash. Yeah, we'll see. He's gonna have to put out the. He's gonna have to put out the alert. I will say though, thank you everybody. We'll add up everything after the stream, and then we'll figure out how much we've each made. This whole thing was to hopefully increase our member number so that we can have more people call in, and it'll bring more people to the show. So thanks for joining us. Oh, do I have to go this way? No, it's closed off there. Not there. Can I just walk through the field, though? I think I have to walk down and over, but how do I get back up there? I need to... That's like an aqueduct. Oh, do I have to go this way? Got him. Oh, come on. Get out of here. This looks better. Better, 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 better. Wow, in brilliant color. The Great Space Invasion. So finding all this stuff gives me the UFO ending, I think. I don't know how many of these posters you have to find, but I think you have to find all the alien posters. I found 2 of them. But I think that's how you get the UFO ending. Nothing. Silent Hill, all the games have a UFO ending, Frax. It's like a thing. They all have a secret UFO ending. Which is kind of funny. That, like, in a way, you could say it's canon that Silent Hill has always just been aliens. It's canon.
Disgusting.
Hinako, don't go anywhere near that weird stuff. It might be poisonous. Go around to the garden on the right. This way.
Got it.
Uh-oh. Ooh. I accidentally picked up some red capsules, but I need to get rid of them. Okay, discard. I'll take that. I wonder if I can fight this guy. Or if he's too powerful.
Some giant monster just showed up.
Oh, you can. This enemy was so tough the first time around. Not this time. This time pretty easy. Oh, can he regenerate? It looks like he can come back. Oh yeah, the enemies can respawn. I assure you this was much harder the first time around. Yeah, he's already regenerating. I mean... Oh, come on. No, my weapon's about to break.
This is in rough shape. I'm going to need to find a replacement fast. All right.
Can I at least find a toolkit? No toolkit, come on. There we go. Oh, come on.
You okay?
I think so.
Good. I didn't let Junko down then. She told me to look after you. No matter what happens.
She did?
Yeah, a while ago. Anyway, let's move.
You're alive. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to raid over to Nathan. And then I'm going to sleep for a couple hours. And then I'm going to join Nathan again when I get up. But thanks, everybody, for hanging. I'll probably jump on a call with Nathan, too. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out all night. It was fun. Let me raid over to Nathan. Bye, Samba. Okay, let me... How do you raid on YouTube? Can I raid on YouTube? How do I do that? I know how to raid on Twitch, obviously. I'll raid on Twitch, and then I'll figure out the YouTube thing. How do I raid over to your... Are you live on... You are. Okay. Okay, bye, everybody. Yeah, YouTube has some rating. It's just a weird... It's like a weird system they have. It's kind of complicated. But I'm going to raid over on Twitch, and then I'll jump in the call with Nathan for a little while. I just never do it, so I never remember how to do it the couple times I've done it. Okay, bye, everybody. Bye. Okay, how do I do this YouTube raid? Okay, YouTube raid, how do? Is it, it's in like the settings, right? YouTube raid, how do? YouTube raid, how do it? YouTube raid, how do it? Okay. It's find another streamer is live, copy the stream URL. What? How do I do the redirect? Yeah, I still don't know how to do this. It's complicated. How do you do it? YouTube stream, redirect. Yeah, I just don't know how to do this. YouTube raid, redirect. How do you use the redirect? Okay. Open YouTube Studio, live, customization. Okay, YouTube Studio, click content. Why is this so complicated? Do it. Content? No, that's copyright. I don't know how to do this, so I'm just going to say goodbye. Watch Nathan on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to say watch Nathan on YouTube. I don't know how to do this. Bye, everybody.